Hello guys, welcome to the tutorial of my Madden Draft class editor. I created this myself, as you can see. This is me. Um, this is one of my projects, actually my first project, and basically this program is used to create custom draft classes for franchise mode. You can use this by creating a bunch of the same player type, and then you can trade it all to your team, so that way you can do like Madden experiments and that kind of stuff. Uh, or like for example, well, I'll go into how to do everything, but like first, I'm just gonna go ahead and download the version right here just to show you guys how it works, the whole process. You just save it. I'm gonna save it to desktop like that. Sure, I'll replace it. It's already there because like I straight up um, it's my program, so I mean I've created this myself before. Um, it's gonna take about a minute to do that. It's a pretty small file, only 100 megabytes, but this program is really useful. So I think it should show up right here once it finishes. Okay, well, it should be there. Okay, well I opened it. It popped up right here. Um, and I'm just gonna drag this out to the desktop. Again, I've already created this before, so that's why it showed up. You open this up, you go to Madden Draft Class Editor V1.3.exe. Um, you open that up. It pops up right here. You can maximize this or whatever, or you can just keep it like this. But I'm just gonna maximize it so that way you can see the whole thing. So this top section over here, you can enter in any overall you want. So I'm just gonna do 0, for example. And I'm gonna do position. You can do random for like a bunch of random positions. I'm just gonna do QB, and I'm gonna do X factor. So this is gonna make the entire draft class of 450 players. They're gonna be 0 overall, a quarterback, and an X factor. I'm gonna create that. Let me show you where it creates on the desktop. I'm gonna click Create File, and it should show up right here. Career Draft 0. If you use the non-advanced options, the no individual stats, it's just going to have the number of the overall. That's how it gets named. If you choose individual stats, you can set individual stats. The overall up here doesn't really matter all that much. I'm going to do 99 speed, 0 acceleration, 55 agility, and 70 strength. And then if you leave any of these stats blank, then it's just going to do it's going to do random stats, which is basically like the defaults of what like a normal Madden would look like. Just normal default stats for everything. So I'm just going to change these 4 stats. This allows you, like, let's say you only want everyone to have 99 speed, then you can do it like that. And then you have to scroll all the way down because there's a ton of stats, and then click Create draft file on desktop. They're gonna all be. Let's just make them. No, not kickers. We should make them. Let's make them running backs, and we'll give them all X factor. And this overall up here doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna get rid of it. You're gonna create the file on desktop. I'll show you what that looks like. So it's gonna say Career Draft Advanced. Now after this, what you gotta do is you gotta go to your Madden settings folder, which is right here. It goes Documents. I'm using Madden 20, but this program works in Madden 21. And then you go to Settings, and then you just drag your draft files into here, and then you open up a game. here's the game, and then you do edit players, import local file, and then I'm going to do advanced first, so that way you guys can see what it looks like. Everyone's going to be a running back, and um, yeah, so they're going to have random stats for a bunch of these, just because it's set to random. So, but whenever we sim to the, well, if we just like, we can actually edit the draft class. So just to show you guys what it looks like. Um, so we click on any of these players, they're going to be, oops, sorry, edit player. They're going to be a superstar X factor. They're going to have 99 speed and yeah, 99 speed and then 1 agility because we did that, and whatever other stats we set, it's going to be exactly what we set, and then anything that we left default, it's going to be default. So that's pretty much how that's going to work. You can also select random positions if you want like everything to be just random. Like let's say you want to have a team where all the players have the exact same stats, but they have different positions, so that way you don't have to edit the positions. You can just trade for those players. You can also do that. But yeah, so let's go back. Save and exit, sure, and I'll show you guys a 0, what that looks like. So you edit players again, import local file, and then this is the 0 overall, the basic settings, no individual stats. All the players will have exactly 0 overall, and they will be a QB. So for example, this dude, he has like no stats. I'm gonna edit his, sorry, I'm gonna edit him, and I'll show you. I'll just, yeah, Andrew Thomas. And if you look at his stats, it should all say, well, it says 1, but technically it's 0. So yeah, this dude has 0 stats for everything. I guess except kicking power for whatever reason, but everything else is 0. So yeah, that's pretty much how this draft class works. It's completely free and it's available on my website. The link will be in the description. Hope this helps you guys, and catch you next time. One more thing that I need to note though is this is constantly in development, and I am improving it basically weekly at this point. So just make sure to check back on my website because I'm going to be adding more stuff in the future. For example, I want you to be able to have multiple player types that you can choose from. Like you could be like, I want to have 5 player types, and you can select 5 different settings, and a couple other things. But yeah, just make sure to leave a comment and tell me what you want me to add, what would make this a little bit easier, better. Yeah, so that's about it. Wraps up the tutorial. Goodbye.